Hello all. In this video, we will discuss about how to find substring of a string. This is a very base topic, commonly asked in interviews. Moreover, it is a base topic for dynamic programming. And without base topics, going for dynamic programming is a completely waste. So let's study how to find substring. First of all, let us know the important points while finding a substring. When we find substring, first point, it should conserve the sequence. And the second thing, don't skip any character in between. And the third thing, that their length can vary from one character of string to the complete length of the string. For example, I have Tanuj over here. This is a string. So what will be the substring of Tanuj? It will start from first character T and it will vary to the length of the string. So first T, then TA, then TAN, then TANU and the last Tanuj. Now here we have taken from one character to the length of the string, which is 5 characters. And now we have covered the first character. Now we will take the second character, which is A, AN, ANU and ANUJ. We have covered 2 characters. Then the third character, N, NU, NUJ. Then the fourth character, U, UJ. And then comes the fifth character, which is J. If you have focused these strings, they are following the sequence. And there is not a single character which is left in between. First is T, then TA, TAN, TANU, TANUJ. Here it will never leave a single character in between, which we have discussed over here. It should conserve sequence. You should not skip any character in between. And the length of the string can vary from 1 to length of the string. Till now, we have discussed what is substring. Now we will try to understand how we can find substring of a string. Here I have taken the string Tanuj and defined the index over here. This is my string str1 is equal to Tanuj. Now what I'll do, here I'll take I, which is at the first character of our string, that is at T. And then we will take the second variable J, which will be at I plus 1, that is on the second string. And the most important thing, we will take here str1 I slicing J. I have discussed this slicing part in my Python tutorial series. If you face any doubt over there, you can refer it. So I is at T and J is at A. Now what I'll do, I will follow this slicing part. And at each point, I will be printing this slicing. So first I is at T and J is at A. The rule of slicing is the last part J is always ignored. So here we have I is at 0 index and J is at 1 index. So here T will be printed and J will move forward to the second index. Earlier we got T up till here. J is at now second index. That means 0 to 2. So we have I is at 0th index and J is at second index. This time TA will be printed. Now the next time J will be at third index. That means I is at 0 and J is at 3. So now TAN will be printed. So here we will print TAN. Then the next time J will be at 4 So I'll write I is at 0 and j is at 4. So TANU will get printed. Here we will have TANU. Then the next time j will be at length of the string and I is at 0. That means here we will have 0 to 5. So the rest part between I to j will get printed. So this time Tanuj will get printed. So here you have seen I is acting as outer loop, which is starting from first character and will travel up to second last, whereas j will travel from I plus 1 to the n plus 1, whereas n is the length of the string. Now the next time when I is at 1, j will be at I plus 1. So when I is equal to 1 and j is at second index, then only a will get printed. And here we will get a. Then the next time I will be at same place and j will be varying from the I plus 1 to the n plus 1. So here j is at 3. That means an will get printed. And then the next time j will be at 4. So here we will get Anu. Then for the next time j will be at n plus 1 while I is at 1 index. So we will get Anuj over here. This is 1 to 5. Now for the next time I will be at 2. Then j will be at I plus 1. That is at third index. So I is at 2 index and j is at third index. We will get n this time. Then j will be at fourth index. So here we will get nu. And when j is equal to n plus 1, it will have from 2 to fourth index, which is nuj. So here you have seen it is following the sequence of the string. If it is not following the sequence, then it will be said to be subsequence, which is another topic. And trust me, these are very important topic for dynamic programming. So you need to know the base of it. Now after traversing I is equal to 2, it's time for I is equal to 3 and j will be I plus 1. So here I is at third index and j is at fourth index. So we will get only u this time. Then j will be n plus 1. That is I is at same third index and j is at 5. So here we will get uj. Now the next time I will be at fourth index and j will be n plus 1. So here we will get just this fourth index, which is j. So this is how we will get all the substrings of this string Tanuj. Let's implement this into Python. So we will go to PyCharm. So we will start with making a function def substring, where we will have string 1, which we will take as the string, and then an n, which is defined as len of string. So first we will take the outer loop for I in range, which will travel from 0 to n, the length of the string, whereas the inner loop j will traverse from I plus 1 to n plus 1. And then we will give the slicing part, print str1 from I to j. Let's call the function. In string we will take Tanuj and n as len of str1. Now let's run the program. And here we got all the substring of Tanuj. This is how we can find substring of a string. So hopefully you understood it. Next I will come up with next basic concept of dynamic programming, and then we will proceed towards DP. So see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.